Hello, hello, and welcome to Hell. I've been dreading to play this war of mine for a very long time, primarily because of how real it makes things. Real demons of reality. But this time I've decided to make an exception for exceedingly sad and difficult games, because Team 11 has announced that they will be supporting the Ukrainian Red Cross with every sale of this war of mine, following the cruel invasion of Ukraine by Putin and his army. Of course, it's important to say that I'm not sponsored by Team 11 or anyone related at all. I'm doing this out of my own volition, and hell, no one would have gotten me to play this game any other way, really. We'll see how far we get. We'll see how many people we lose. Of course, this is an amazing game that I originally got introduced to by Total Biscuit, an amazing creator who has sadly passed away. This game focuses on reality of many people around the world right now, and hopefully this will not become reality of you or me. In this dreadful time of unrest, let's expose ourselves to a simulation and see how far we get. How long has this siege lasted? It's hard to say when every day is a struggle for survival. The city is crawling with snipers. Shelling is ordinary business almost every night. Phones don't work. There is a shortage of food and meals, and many are left homeless. Bruno and Marco have always been good friends, so when the war broke out, they decided to stick together. They met Pavlo whilst scavenging for supplies. He used to be Pogorin's star football player. Now he's just another homeless victim of war. So they teamed up, hoping for the best. Oh boy. This is our home, I guess, with more things to do than I can imagine. Tab switches between the characters, and time is short. Right. Anything reasonable we can do? Not enough supplies for even the smallest things. I'm afraid to allow time to pass even through the smallest things. I don't know how much I'll miss, and I don't know what I'm doing. This pile of scrap apparently had some useful stuff. We should probably continue scavenging in that case. Anything useful there? Over here? Wait. Raw food. Just some undescribable stuff. Herbal medications. Gosh, you have no idea how useless those things are. Yet, better than nothing, I suppose. Dismantling a barricade, probably not a brilliant idea. Dismantling barricades is a terrible idea because when unfriendos come and attack you, well, what's gonna protect you? I can force the lock open with my tools. How? With components, wood, essential component for all kinds of stuff, plus we can chop it to use it as fuel. Don't use it as fuel. I could force the lock only if I had tools. Well, shoot, you don't. Is there any chance of you searching through that pile of rubbish? Yeah, let's leave that undisturbed. Yeah, we could. So let's look through rubbish and see if there's any good tools around. Hole in the roof. That's gonna make for very, very wet days. Okay, this barricade doesn't seem to be serving anything, so we probably are safe to take it apart. It's fine. Who's not doing anything? You're not doing anything. Yeah. Wait. Ah, wait. You can just jump up through there. Ah, okay. Brilliant. Wait, what's that? Electronic parts, just generic parts. Clean water. Ah, amazing. Parts. Complex devices. I'm always surprised at how malleable some of these bits and pieces are. Want some nondescript parts to build a computer? Go ahead, you just need hundreds of components or something. Certainly makes the game easier. Not like that in real life, but understandably so. Grey with nothing to look forward to. Very, very real situation. I wonder how tired my people will be. It's already midday and we haven't even had lunch yet. I wonder if we can. If I had to use tools, I probably wouldn't know where to start. Pavel, slightly wounded. Ah, locked. Right, a reasonably intact room with a lockpick. Single use, but it opens locks quickly and quietly. We should keep the lockpick for later. No sense using a quick and quiet tool in a ramshackle house like this. Right. Stoves and chairs. Okay, radio. It would be great to listen to current news and weather forecasts. We could be better prepared to deal with hardships if we knew about them well in advance. I agree. When there is nothing on the news, we can listen to music and brighten up our mood. That's brilliant. Rainwater collector. Simple contraption to collect and filter water. Now, we do not have nearly enough wood or scrap. Sadly, we are very insecure in water. Moonshine still. Pouring more moonshine onto the fire as it stands. Best not do it. 10 out of 30. What's this? Filter. Ah, single use to purify rainwater. Or to distill alcohol. Fuel. Fuel can only be made using... No. Okay. So books, normal lumber, and Just scrap parts. Okay. But you need a lot of scrap parts to make one fuel. Jeez. Wait. Wait. Is this the kind of video game... Okay, I've completely misunderstood the system. On the left is what we need, and on the right is what we have. Bugger me. Okay. Shoot. So we actually can make quite a lot. Well, I think the priority should be a radio. Do we have a table to put it on? Ah, it comes with a free table. Well, check that out. This room probably not going to be a brilliant idea because of the massive hole in everything. This room is not very defensible. Well, if I be honest, this entire place is not very defensible, but it's not like it ever helped. It ever stopped. Wait. So a hole in the roof will make sure that this is incredibly cold. This room is under the ground floor, so if bombs hit, we'll be kind of safe here. Fine. Right. If I put it next to a ladder, somewhere here. Yeah. Then we'll have a reasonably safe place. What we need to do is deal with this ladder and this staircase, as well as any holes that unwanted projectiles might cause in our beautiful building. Okay. And hopefully... I'm not even looking at the price, I just want the radio. Like, you wouldn't believe how important the radio can be. Okay. I think I have shivers. Well, in that case, we better make your bed. All of this area, with its many holes, will cause severe problems during winter time. I'll try it from the other side. What do you mean? So, instead of just telling me straight away, we'd better stay inside during daylight. Yeah, because of snipers. Right, you make bed. We can't get down there, but what we can do is be down here. Can't make a bed anywhere around here. Good place is a difficult thing to find. Right, fine. This seems to be like a somewhat okay and defensible room. It's not going to be common quarters. Also, it's kind of open to the elements. I'm not happy about it. Let's place the bed inside here. Let's see how it goes. Right, you'll be working with stuff. Is there anything I can find? Right, what's this? Metal workshop. We need 10. We need 5. Allows us to make tools such as shovels for clearing rubble, crowbars for breaking doors, and knives for self-defense. Later we could use it to build more advanced tools or even repair firearms. Brilliant. 1 hour to make. Very useful. And does not need to be super defended. It's a blimming workshop, but can only be placed in one place in the entire... No, 2 places in the entire house. Good. It's a workshop. Here's my thinking. We won't be leaving something incredibly valuable. If they want to have a workshop or break it or something, they have to like... They have to actually use the bloody thing for an hour or 2. We'll be alerted in no time. And if we aren't, what are they gonna do? Take a table with them? Ha! There's enough tables in this broken up city. So hopefully any raids of evil that come by, this will be able to withstand. Slightly sick. Bruno. How do I get his bio up? Is there an option for settings? Is there an option for settings? No, there's no option for settings. I don't know which buttons to use. No. Bruno slightly sick. Marco is fine. Anything we could use? Should he like board things up? What is this up arrow anyway? We're lucky it's not cold in here. Yes, we are. Okay, improvement enables the manufacture of more sophisticated items and appliances, providing us with more options to get food or medications and trade goods. We can upgrade it further to make electrical improvements. Ah, fancy, fancy, fancy. Trouble though, I don't know if it's worth it just yet because we have bug roll for anything like at all. Tables and chairs is basically the best we have, and fuel. Crude stove. Crude stove is probably going to use gas, not fuel, but I don't know. Let's attempt to make another bed. See how well that goes. Is there enough space? I would prefer to have them kind of slightly further apart in case somebody gets... in case one of our people gets influenza, they won't spread it to the others, hopefully. They'll still need to be tended, so that gets the entire idea right out. But hey, one can hope. The outside does not look hopeful, however. Yes, Marco. Yes, build. Come use these doors and close them up. We do not need them open and do not need drafts. He just leaves the bloody thing open anyway. Fine. I don't know how important it is to open and close doors. Right, slightly sick Bruno. We need 10 and only 1. Brilliant. Lockpick. Ah, that's where the important parts are used. A small shovel for picking through rubble. Is a small shovel a single-use item in this game? In real life it can be doubled up as pretty much anything. It's your knife, it's your frying pan, it's your shovel, it's your weapon of mass destruction, effectively. But okay, Bruno, come use bed. I've no idea what else to do, however. We can't make... well, there it is. Ha! We have 2 beds. Pavel is slightly wounded, whilst Bruno is slightly sick. So both of these bastards are going to be a bit of bitterness, in a bit of a state. Marco is probably going to be the one to look through rubble. Shelled Cottage has food, materials, medications, lots of medications, huge amounts of weapons, oh shoot, and lots of parts. What about this one? Huge amounts of materials and weapons and parts. Food, meds, weapons, parts, and danger. Da-da-do, da-da-do. Right, I could have all of them. I could have both Bruno and Pavel asleep in bed. However, Bruno, if you can help me scavenge. You can't. Bugger. I was gonna say, Bruno, come, help us look through this shelled cottage and see how much random stuff we can just, you know, get out of it. But no, it's a one-person job. Fine. I wonder what dictates that. Right, equipment. A simple lock pick. And we have absolutely nothing else. Various components. Nails and duct tape, huh? Nice. Well, used for building and fixing complex devices, including lockpicks. Interesting. Lockpicking is difficult if you don't know what you're doing. And loud if you don't know what you're doing. But when you do, within a minute you can have... is it safe to go inside? Let's have a look if it's safe to go inside. The rubble outside is probably fine. But there's probably also nothing inside. Right, Marco. We have... Skilled scavenger. Ooh. Right, what's this? Sugar. There'd be no moonshine without sugar, and essential for fermentation. Fine. I'm more interested in raw food and herbs. But for now... Ah, there's the fire burning. Shoot. Ah. Bandages. Medications and a broken toy. Well, let's leave it for remembrance. Right, how do I... Is there... No, there is a pause button. I should have started pressing random buttons long ago. Right, I'm worried about what's upstairs, so I'm gonna go downstairs first. I think that might be a rat. Oh, shoot, 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 shoot. That's really nice, that's really nice. But we can only take little bits at a time. I'm annoyed. Fine. You know what? You know what's not gonna be... I won't miss any of this sugar because I don't plan doing anything moonshine related for a little while at least. Right. Space 13 out of 15. Ah, so that's what the kilograms are. This one bit of clean water, that's an entire kilogram. The same as these 10 bits of clean water. Okay. Ah, so left click is what's safe. Ah, yeah, that's a rat. Phew. It's still early in the night. Right, it's good that we saved the lockpick because this door needs it. Do you know how to use it, Marco? You are a skilled scavenger. Did he just blink at me? Right. One of the flyers dropped on the city. Ah, so they're at the stage of dropping flyers now. This is a zone of anti-terrorist operation. Persons remaining in the city will be treated as terrorist supporters. For your own and your family's safety, leave Pogren immediately. The army guarantees you a safe passage, even though we think you're a terrorist. Not many believed them after the atrocities they had committed. Rightly so. Rightly so. Safe passage, my arse. Okay. I was worried of a rat, of all things. Oh, that's some good stuff. I'm gonna leave a little bit of lumber behind. But that's okay, we can come back tomorrow, if at all possible. I think components are significantly more valuable. Now, is there anything here that's even more valuable than what I already have? Oh my gosh, yes. Weapon parts. And just straight up parts. Ah. There's some good stuff. Coffee. We won't be able to use it for a while, so I suggest we leave it. However, okay, we won't be able to use herbs yet, but parts are incredibly important. My gosh, Marco, we can make it through. Aha, vegetables when cooked along with raw food. Okay. I'll need to have a look again at what it needs. Right. Their taste is terrible, but they can save your life when you're sick. Fine. And bandages. I reckon we've done all we can. We need to come back here with a... Gosh, should we take the weapon parts instead? Blades, barrels, springs, locks, and so on. Now, we haven't seen anything that needs weapon parts yet, so you need to be aware of that. And also, the way I'm planning to play this game, bear in mind I have no idea how it works, if we are to get a weapon, when are we going to use it? We're going to draw a lot of attention to ourselves. Scavengers within a 3-kilometer radius will know exactly where we are. You know what? I reckon we should just run to the exit. There's literally nothing for us here that we don't have and are not happy about. This is some amazing stuff. Scavenge and fists only. Marco is back. The other two rested on their asses instead of helping me out. Hopefully they'll be better off. Day 2. Marco is back. Let's dress that wound. This night was calm. Marco's been searching for supplies and brought some interesting things, including bandages for the bleeding wound. Hungry and tired. Hungry, slightly sick, recovering, awesome, and slightly wounded, recovering. Okay, that slight wound can recover on its own. You, however, my dear, come here and start building us some stoves, if it's at all possible. 10 out of... no, we need 10, we have 17. Okay, let's make it. Place. Right? There's nothing they can do to a stove, right? It gives heat. So that's nothing to be... tuning. The stove gives heat, hopefully, so they won't get cold as the winter draws around. The rebel leader instructed us to warn the listeners not to cross the front line. Failure to comply could result in death, obviously. Anything to this side? Anything to this side? That sounds promising. That seems just like a repeating message. Ooh, nice. The upcoming days should still be nice and warm, perfect for a stroll in the park. Yes. Go ahead and do that. Okay, so remember, 15 is where we have the weather, I guess. 15 on the second line. That's the weather report. It feels like there should be something around here, but apparently no. 5, 9... Wait, that's E5, right? That's weird. 7, 5, 2, 12... Oh! Ah, 12 is nice. 12 is classical music. 8... 9 is the key one. Oh, there was something here. Ah, still that. Forgive me for playing with the radio. It's incredibly important to have intel. Ah, there. Despite desperate counterattacks by the rebels trying to lift the siege of Pogoren. Burnt to bits? Is that what the city's name means? The city remains cut off. Government forces do not allow any aid to reach the city, claiming it would end up in rebel hands. Okay. So 18 is the one for, I don't know, just free radio, I guess. And then that's it. Right, let me make a note of that and see where we go.